I said I'd have a surprise for you. Let's get to the surprise. Move the mic over a little bit. Surprise is here. There's the planet box. This is one of the images I gave you hints on a long time ago, and I showed you that it runs all the way over here, the planet box, and I made this shape. Talking about the planet boxes in different shapes. Now, what do you see here? You're looking at a palm tree. In this video also, let's take a look at this box real quick. You see the planet box up here? There's the planet box. There is what it's sitting on still. There's the doorway, approximately 4'6". Let's confirm that's a palm tree. Per the as-built, that's the survey. It actually literally says palm. It does have a little jog here in the design. And the elevations, there's an existing drain here, so it all makes it to the existing drain. This is one inside the palm tree area. That palm tree is pretty significant. There is the planter box here to your left. There are your elevations. This planter box is this is 1012. This planter box is over here at that's the base 1063. So half a foot difference between here. Remember, you got steps that you go up. Half a foot difference to go up steps from that pad down here to over here. You'd go down, you walk down and back up again. But so there's that pad, and I think they were adding drainage here and here on the afterwards. Now again, there's the palm tree. This is the big release. That palm tree is going to tell a hell of a story, right? You just see it, the height of it. You can find it in images, but it shows it standing straight. The palm tree. Of all that debris that went around it, it broke some of it up, but there it is, still standing in this capacity. That box. Let's get to that box. Where'd you go? Yeah. Okay, so there it is here again on the shelf. This rebar, see the rebar, the concrete, see the shape of it? It is 2:30 in the morning, so bear with me here. Take note of this rebar here, these three pieces here, this rebar here. I will identify its failure mode to you. What do I have over in this window? I think nothing. Oh, okay, this one was something else I wanted to show you. This is two-directional rebar that was on, that when it failed, you see how it made the squares. This is sort of, and then on this, now you see it straight. It doesn't mean rebar is not going across there. It just means that it was on top of this and out of the way when this ripped down. It wasn't able to grab it. So the rebar is that direction. But also there's some hooks here that weren't identified in the drawings. This hook, to see the hooks that come around? They're like little anchors. And they come from that wall, further back obviously. But that gives you your pattern that you can see. The rebar pattern was two-directional there. I already showed the rebar down here. We talked about this one. Core sample was over here somewhere. You see that there. Now I want to show you something else, I think. Let me look in the background here. So this is the image there, and looking at here. Nope. All right. I did want to show you one more thing about this palm. Oh, I did the height on it. Oh, this angle here. All right, where's that hiding? Yeah, that angle there would be this angle right here. There's the box. I just got lucky on that, guys. It was being nice to work with me having the right window open and it reloaded. So this appears to be those I don't know, the C word markings, I don't know. But look at the planet box. There it is. There's your planet box. There's that wall, the column system that comes over. The shear plane comes this way. But way out here is where we get that bevel direction down. So let's move this out of the way a bit. There's your planter box. There's that bevel direction that I showed you a lot better, and another image. You come out with about 3 tiles, so about 3 tiles somewhere about here, where they roll over, where the concrete rolls over the other direction. Again, the planter box is up here. This is where I have another video coming out. I think this one's going to come out before that one, where this shows. Well, I'm debunking Miami Herald again in that video, but the big release is this palm tree. Look at it straight, and also take note of the. Where'd you go, little guy? I guess I'll use that one if I can. Yep, this works. The survey. So there's the 986 that's in place. And if you were to profile that fracture here, it would come around and back to the structure here. But remember, it's got a bevel going outwards. And we have a palm tree right there at about line where it collapses. The Miami Herald has the deck going underneath, part of the collapse going underneath of this structure. I don't know how that got longer, or it just broke apart and just decided to go that far. In other words, they got it buckling the columns over. Yeah, that's an amazing deck ability to do that, especially over here where they have the core sample they did, where this is the core sample showing trashed, and yet they have it somehow, the deck having enough ability to still pull down the column of where the core sample literally is right there where M is. This would be M. Literally right over there, showing that the deck is fractured up. And they have it somehow having all the power in the world. The deck with 2 pieces of rebar can now break a column that is braced on the backside, also back to the structure, that it can snatch it out of there, including the BMA that's in there. It can snatch it out of that connection and pull it over and pull the deck down to some degree. That's part of their thing, saying why they don't like, because they have a missing column in their opinion, that they don't like. I guess the supercomputer, literally that's what they call it, the supercomputer, couldn't reenact with the programming. Couldn't reenact Adriana's video, so then they came up with their own narrative. And Adriana's videos just said, we can't reenact it, so it's no good. It's sort of like having a videotape of a murder. You show up and you go like, you know what, I don't need the videotape, and let me see. Nope, it happened this way. And when they show you the video, you go, fake news. That's fake news, and we'll go with with our version. You remember I said something like that before. So 10, here's your elevation. Here's your deck. 10, 12. Here's a deck inside here, 9.7. There's 9.8. Over here, I want to show you, this is 9.63. They go towards drains. This is the parking. Remember the big truck, right? The big truck. Another little car here. Another little car right there. And the big trucky truck. And then there's your elevations without the drains identified. No drains identified. Wait a minute, what did I say? Oh, right. I said no drains identified back here. Wait a minute. The drains everywhere. Where are the drains in this thing here? All right. There's no identified right here, is what I'm stating. So 9, 7, 9. The drains, all this water goes over to this drain. All that water goes to that drain. There's the opening. And this is some type of, I don't know, water fountain type deal. They left it out of the detail here. All right, so, sorry. I was trying to show you there's another elevation. The water flows down here. There's 945. Water flows to the street. Here's 833. And there's a drain way down here. It flows all the way down here to a drain. That's, if you go to the Google Maps, you'll find it. It's 3 foot elevation change. It's a huge. There's 6.9. Here's 9.6, 9.8. There's 9.8. and then over here we got 6.5, 6.4. It's a 3-foot elevation drop out there in the roadway. So for people that saying the water's running to that building, well, it's got a hell of a idea. It's got to flood 3 feet to get up to that building, get up there that cause all that damage that people want to see. See, it's 10 up here, 10.3, 10.31. Hell, all the water's flowing that way almost, except for it redirects and goes the other way here. Here's the high point of 10, let's call it 10.3. That's top of wall, TOW. And going back to this again, the only low point I can see is a drain here. That's that little dip over here. The water still goes here, 9.85, and there's that little, where it's over right about here. We got like a weird dip. Here's 9.89, here's 9.85, here's 10. So there's that little dip. These are in feet. It only came out to like 1.5 inches or something. So there is so there is a little dip there. So the palm tree right there coming out, palm tree right here. There is it in line with this column. So if you can imagine, you visually see it. It is standing proud. You can find images of the palm tree online. I mean, on the you do see the palm tree there on the survey, and also in the images online of real estate for sale. Again, this box is damn good shape. There it is, that blank wall. That's in the feature video. I show this wall system leaning against that wall, standing on top, sitting on top, and we see the bottom of it. So it's sitting on top of where the Miami Herald said this is collapsed. Whatever, Miami Herald and Dawn E. Lehman. I guess you should stick with earthquakes. And I guess I don't know how you do earthquakes. I guess I could be a jerk about it and say something like, well, I don't know. You know, if this is how she jumps into this and publishes, then you can imagine how the earthquake data must be. Because I wouldn't publish about earthquakes. I don't know anything about earthquakes. I know a hell of a lot about cracks, though, don't I? Love cracks. They tell so much about a structure. This is the one that I gave you the clue on. See how it's 45 everywhere? That's going to be very telling. And see how the 45 is inside this one? It's internal. And then this one's like this. Can you tell me why? Don't forget the cars are... look at the car's positions. And don't forget there's cars underneath of it. So it's going to throw you off a bit. But not while it was up here. This fracture was created while it was still connected. Well, while I was disconnecting. I'm ending the video. The palm tree is so important for you, along with this planter box here. See the planter box? How square it looks? Sorry, I had to choke a bit. Choke and cough. This is amazing. Amazing, the palm tree. You know, this one around the palm tree there. Right? Isn't that amazing? The palm tree has a box around it, I believe. So when this laid down on there and hit the box was already in a solid position, and perhaps fractured the material around it, ejecting it off of part of this. We have to find some more aerial shots to verify that. But nevertheless, we're looking at the palmy tree. All right, take care, guys. And this right here in the ledge. And now it soups up right about to there. And then it comes across. You now see where the palm tree is. So then you would map it. You'd map it like, you'd map it like this. Let me just give you a quick version for the next 43 seconds. So it would be something like this. And that's where we know what that is. So that's one piece. And we know this is a different elevation. But we also see where it tapers down, like a ramps down, like that. And then back over, like that. Cars over here. And the deck sort of looks like that. And looking, well, that's way too high. That would come down. But that's over here. And that's 4'6". All right, take care. I'm going to end the video now. 15 minutes. Love you. Bye.